Think about the last IEP meeting that you led or attended. How much of that meeting did the student or young adult actively lead or participate in? If you're like most special educators or parents, the answer is very little, if any. Hi, my name is Kim Spudic with 10 Sigma. Today I will be discussing why it's important for students to understand their Transition IEP and 5 steps to help them do it. When young adults with disabilities understand their Transition IEP is more than just a legal document they are required to meet about once a year, they are more likely to be involved and take ownership before, during, and between IEP meetings. They won't just be attending their Transition IEP meeting, they'll be actively participating and even lead some of the meeting because they understand their own disability, strengths, areas to work on, goals, and modifications. In essence, they will be learning how to drive their future with the support and guidance of the IEP team. Ultimately, this understanding and participation in their transition process and IEP meetings leads to greater confidence, student ownership, and increased self-advocacy skills for our students. With this in mind, here are the 5 steps to teaching students about their Transition IEP. Step 1. First and foremost, students need to know what IEP stands for, what it means for them, and why they need one. This could be explained like this. IEP stands for Individualized Education Program and is a legal written document that describes your specific educational plan. Your IEP talks about your disability, what skills you currently have, what skills you still need to learn, what goals you will be working on, and what services or supports you will need to be successful, and where your learning will take place. Step 2. Discuss what the IEP team is and the different roles, such as student, parent, regular ed teacher, special ed teacher, and others who may know their strengths and needs well. Step 3. Make sure they understand transition and special education vocabulary, like post-secondary, advocating, independent living, transition process and plan, and accommodations or modifications. Step 4. Get a copy of their current IEP and review and discuss it with them to make sure they understand their disability and the different transition parts of their IEP. If their current IEP is not a transition IEP, combine their current IEP with the transition sections that they will have in their next meeting. And step 5, based on the student's abilities and amount of time available with the student, identify and possibly role play portions of the IEP meeting that they can lead and or interact in. The ultimate goal is to guide the student and empower them to be active participants before, during, and between IEP meetings so that they can learn how to take ownership of their transition to adult life. If you're looking for an option to make it easy for your students to learn about their IEP and take ownership in their transition process, click here or go to learnaboutstep.org.